The cool thing with Tracking Suite is that you can just prospect manually. You don't always need to use the lead generator. So what I mean like that is you can simply type a keyword into Google, and where I usually start, where the gold is, so to speak, is a lot of people are advertising very often, but don't have all the right tracking set up, or they don't have their conversion tracking set up. With lawyers, it's a bit tricky because sometimes they just want phone calls. You can still set that up properly over Google Tag Manager. So that's what I personally look for is how good their ad setup is. So we're going to tap on this guy. I'm going to assume he's doing all right, but let's have a double check. Let's double check and see what Tracking Suite says. So, wow, he's got quite a few tags installed. He's got the conversion tag. And as you can see, already it's saying don't offer PPC service, but it is saying you could offer social media management. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at his social media and see. Oh, I can already say that this pop-up is annoying me. That's something I definitely write him about. Okay, I don't see any social media on here actually. So, um, obviously this is also blocking it, but I would send them I would call this person up and say, hey, listen, I saw that you're advertising already, but what's your outreach looking on? What's your overall outreach looking at online? How many, what are your Instagram's followers? How's your Instagram account looking? How's your YouTube account looking? These are other ways that you can use to keep your ad costs down by attracting people organically. So that's kind of what I would offer to this person. Okay. Um, as you can see, there's no email showing up, no phone number, so which is also extremely weird. I would probably use the Hunter.io API to find out their email. But that's an example of a client you could still offer another alternative, and you don't get that, with other lead generation systems. They're not going to tell you offer this instead of this or offer this instead of that. Let's look here, Bay Area Property Lawyers, great looking site. Let's open up Tracking Suite again. So they have a tracking setup, but no Facebook pixel, no other tags. I would say, hey, let's offer Facebook ads. This is a great way to offer them Facebook lead ads, for example. Say, hey, listen, we can increase your lead generation with Facebook for people that are looking for property lawyers. You can send them an email then straight from the app, either with your own that's integrated in a computer or Google, and you can call them straight with Skype, etc. So someone like this, I would definitely offer Facebook ads. And if they're advertising, you can also offer organic search on top of that. So the thing is, people are on this assumption that you need one or the other. When you're running a marketing agency, you should look to offer the best services you can to get the client as much exposure as they can while keeping the cost balanced, because if they're spending a lot of money on ads, they're probably not paying too much attention to their organic search, right? So then I would offer them probably some SEO work on top of that. We're going to check this real quick with SEO Ability, see what it says. Again, you don't have to touch anything. It automatically inputs the website for you in there and gives you a readout. I always skip down to the keywords, and you can see already property owners, property law. Now, the trick here is that sometimes that the exposure or the keywords here that are showing up for the front page aren't even what's relevant to their business. I've seen for car mechanics that don't specialize in a specific type of car or anything. I've seen Honda show up in their important keywords. So yeah, Honda is nice, but that's a very that's a very general and broad keyword. That's probably not always going to attract the type of targeted traffic. So someone like this, I would definitely offer SEO and Facebook ads as a way to generate more business for them. Also, there's no social media. Boom, social media management. There you go. You got your client. So when using Tracking Suite, you can use it, like I said, strictly in manual mode. You don't even need to go through a bunch of lists, a lead list. The lead generation, that's a little bit extra for you guys. But really, you can just Google anything and just go through the first page and the second page and the third page before you even need to touch the lead generator. So this is just my thing for you guys. There's a lot of gold and treasure on the first page of Google. There's a lot of treasure there. There's a lot of potential offers. There's a lot of potential leads where you don't even need to use the lead generation system for. You can simply just go on the first page, second page, third page of Google. Actually, when you think about it, the further you go down the list, the more likely that those people are going to be that respond to your services because they need to be seen more. So just a little something for me. Hope this makes sense. If you guys have any more questions, feel free to reach out. And thanks for using Tracking Suite.